Híjole. But it's okay. We're here at Sirius Tejano, guys. Welcome, welcome in. If you're just tuning in, saludos. Welcome here to Sirius Tejano on a Monday. I know some of you guys are watching the football game, pero no pasa nada, during the halftime o algo, vencen para acá to Sirius Tejano and get to know an amazing artist that I have tonight, guys. I am so excited. Thank you to my boss for making this happen because he's like, I need your bucket list, and we already had a couple of people that we've done already, but this is someone I've been looking forward to for so long, guys. Roel Martinez, I know you guys seen the flyer and everything, and if you don't know who he is somebody who I fell in love with the Tejano industry. The back in the day when it was Rodeo, if you guys remember Rodeo, I mean, I know our area cannot forget Rodeo because I know they were here in this area a couple of times. If you don't remember him from Rodeo times, you might remember him from Stampede, Highway 281. I mean, this guy has been in the industry for almost maybe 30 years. Hopefully, I'm not giving your age, Mr. Roel, but in the industry about 30 years and stuff like that. So I'm not going to let him wait any longer. So I'm going to reel him in. Mr. Roel Martinez, saludos. Thank you for being here at Sirius Tejano.
Well, hi.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, you know Santa Claus.
Let me put my Santa hat on. Why not? It's gonna be Christmas already. A couple of
Yes,
days.
yes, of course.
Saluditos. Thank you very much for having me, Kelly. Saluditos para toda la gente de Carrizo and todos los de Asherton, todos los de Crystal City. Saluditos para todos los que te ven tu show. Muchísimas gracias por darme la oportunidad de estar aquí contigo esta noche. Muchísimas gracias. I want to thank Joe for also for setting this up. Thank you so much, Joe. And of
Yes,
course, de parte de toda la gente de aquí Laredo, pues un saludito para toda la gente de Cristal y de Carrizo y toda la área de ustedes.
yes, we're neighbors. Let's just say we're neighbors porque
Yeah,
pues
we're neighbors.
it's not that far. We all go shopping over there to the outlets and stuff like that. So it's a good feeling to have you here, Mr. Roel. I mean, como te dije, a big fan. I've loved all your music you've done. You have one of my favorite songs on there. I know. I get a lot of people. My friends are like, "Hey, do you know any songs that like kind of talk about your dad or something con tu papá, like you've lost somebody, this and that?" And right away, that's the first song I give them. And I
Thank
know
you.
there's a couple other songs, but that one just
Yeah,
touches
that
me
one,
way.
that one hits you. I mean, if you lost a dad,
Yes.
that's a perfect song to hear, man, because it's a beautiful song. It's written actually by a gentleman here from Laredo,
Oh,
Daniel
awesome.
Vasquez. Yeah, and a friend of mine, Joe, who also helps me out in congas percussion and all that on social media stuff. He's the one that pictured that song to me, sent it to me, and as soon as I heard it, it was like I started tearing up, man. I said I gotta record this song. So it's a
Yes.
beautiful song. If you can't hear it, it's all you can hear it on iTunes or Spotify or whatever on platforms. Just look it up, Roy Martinez, Papa, and hopefully you'll like it.
Yes, and again, like I said, I'm a big fan. I know we have a lot of people tuning in already. Saludos, we're here at Sirius Tejano on a Monday.
On a
I know
Monday, yeah,
you
getting
guys
ready
are
for getting
yes.
ready for Santa Claus.
Yes, everybody's so used to seeing me on a Wednesday, guys. But after today, we're gonna take some time off and spend time with our families and stuff like that. So this, I
Uh,
am glad to end my year with no other than Mr. Roel Martinez.
Well, thank you very much for closing 2025 with me. Con su
Yes,
servidor Roel Martinez, muchísimas gracias. Yeah,
yes.
it's. I hope you guys weren't naughty. So if you weren't naughty, you're not gonna get nothing for Christmas.
No, no, no. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you've heard what stories you've heard about this area, porque pues todos dicen que acá todos se pierden, right? They all say when we come to Crystal City, we party way too hard. We don't even remember the next day. So
Well, no, no, pues, hopefully you have a beautiful Christmas, and of course a brand new year. Hopefully we'll get a brand new year starting in 2026 with blessings for everybody and laughters and memories and all that good stuff. So
yes,
les deseo, como quien dice, una feliz Navidad y un próspero año para todos.
yes, definitely, definitely, Mr. Roel. I want to start a little bit getting to know. I mean, no, you're not no stranger to this area. We were talking off the camera about the times in Carrizo when Bear Motors was around. I mean, you've been in the industry for a while, and you being in the industry and stuff, I want our fans to know, especially in our area and people that don't know yet who you are. Because I know a lot of people say, well, man, there's so many people in the industry, can so on and
Yeah,
this and that. I want you to tell us a little bit of your tractora here in the industry of the Tejano industry. And I know you had a little bit of a,
yeah,
descanso of some.
yeah. I was kind of laid off for a while, a couple of years, but
Yes,
yeah, I mean, well, it all started 19. Ay, chinga. No, it's no, it started back in 19. When I started recording, my first recording was with Mr. Manny Guerra, which my condolences to la familia Guerra,
yes.
who Manny just passed away this past week. So le quiero mandar condolences to la familia Guerra. And of course, to la familia Quintanilla, 'cause of course,
Yes,
Selena's dad also passed away.
yes.
And but yeah, I started with Manny Records back in 1990, 91.
Hmm.
And that's where I started my career. I recorded two CDs worth of Manny music, Wea Latina, The Heat Is On, and Juntos.
Hmm.
And yeah, I started playing here in Laredo, and got the opportunity to start with also with Shelly Lares as a backup singer. Me and my keyboard player, Mr. Miguel Ortega from Laredo. We
Hmm.
both started there, and gave us the opportunity and got to know a lot of people in the industry. And that's how I got a hold of. They got a hold of me with Manny Music, and gave me an opportunity to record, my first two CDs of my career. And
Yes,
we started playing there, and then got the opportunity to join a Grupo Rodeo from San Antonio,
yes.
and so that's basically where where I got known more for Grupo Rodeo. All those beautiful songs. Amor apasionado, esta vez, Chaparra de mi amor. A lot of beautiful
Great,
songs that
great
we did with.
hits. Great, great hits.
Yeah, there were big hits for us and back in the day. So, but yeah, man, we used to play there at Bears Tejano and Country back in the
Yes.
day. So all the people there in Carrizo, y'all remember a Grupo Rodeo, and well, it was Roel Martinez, su servidor, who was singing in front. So now I started back again. I had a couple of years of layoff of, my health wise, I said reflux super. No, I mean I went through, some stuff that I couldn't actually sing anymore. So. I'm just glad to be back, and doing what I love to do. I mean, God gave me another opportunity to give my talent back, and that's I really I see it. And there's no other way but the Lord that give me another opportunity to come back and do what I love to do.
Yes, yes. And Mr. Royal, I'm going to tell you something a little bit about that is God blessed you again to get your vocals back because you're blessing us with your voice and you're captivating us to your music. And even though you might not hear it a lot of your music, if you pay attention, it's actually giving us like a sign. There's a message in your music. So to all the people that believe in a lot of this stuff, I know a lot of people say, "Oh no," the ones that believe in it, listen to some of the music. There's a message in every song
Oh
that you
yeah, I mean that's the
great,
beauty
great
of
music,
about music. Just imagine if we didn't have any music,
right?
how lonely it would be. So,
Yes,
but
definitely.
yeah, it is true. I mean, I sing with the heart, and every song that I've recorded, it comes from the heart, and every song, hits somebody different, you know, it's got to a point that I remember I saw this post that this gentleman up north, he was in the hospital, and what kept him going and gave him spirit was one of the songs that I recorded on my new CD, this past new one.
Hmm.
And it was Aunque ya no estés aquí. And I mean, and that kept him going. And he even said it in the video. I mean, it made me teared up because I mean, no es por nada, pero there's some songs, and not only me, but I mean, every group out there, even myself, there's songs that you hear and man, it hits you, and maybe
Definitely.
you hearing that song, picks you up, and gives you a little sigh of relief, and a little cheer and a little smile in your face.
Yes,
So yeah,
definitely.
it's a blessing for some of my songs that hit people like yourself, like
Yes,
you were telling me about the song Papa,
yes,
so es un honor y es un placer. Y no nomás eso, but it feels beautiful when people tell you that they love your music and they love the way the way you sound, and so it's something, it hits you in the heart. So as an artist, it does hit you in the heart, and I can speak on behalf of all any artists out there. You know, when
Yes,
you have people telling you that, so
yes, definitely. And like I said, you're those songs that you've put together and you've put on your albums and stuff. You always sing it with so much passion, and like you said, you always connect to them. So, I mean, I love what you're doing. I love what you do. There's not many artists you can really talk very highly about, but what you have done, and you're from not I would say 98,
yeah,
all and on till now. Even though you had a little, a little stop it. Oh, you know what?
little setback.
Stop the yeah, the little set not not stop. Let's say it's
Yeah.
setback, right? So
Well, you
that
know what? I now I call it a setback, but you know, in reality, it was like a stoppage for me because I mean, I never thought I was going to be back again. Because I
yeah,
mean, for years I would try and sing, and after my surgeries and all that stuff, I tried singing, and I just couldn't. You know,
yeah,
so it got to a point that I really just said, you know what, that's it. You know, I'm not going to be able to sing again. So
yeah,
gracias a Dios, you know, you know, I don't know. I'm just blessed, I guess.
yeah,
You know,
yes.
to just to be back.
Yeah, and like I said, you're making really good music. I want to acknowledge ahorita the fans that you have right now.
Thank you.
Saludos everybody that's logging in. Thank you guys. I know you guys could be just doing something else this Monday, but you're here with us and enjoying this night. And like I said, we'll be closing the night, the year with Mr. Roel. To all our fans, we can't wait to see what we have for the year of 2026. I know Mr. Roel is going to be very, very busy in the coming year. So, I mean, don't miss
Yes.
any of his shows, you guys.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
seen,
and all I can see, all I can say, you know, for all these people out there, there's some people that don't know who I am, who Roel Martinez is, and that's why
mhm,
we do this, you know, a través de ustedes, you know, a través de your podcast and all that beautiful stuff that you do for us.
mhm,
If it weren't for you guys, you know, a lot of people that don't know who Roel Martinez is or doesn't know who our other artists are, get to know who we are, get to know, you know, get to hear our music through you guys, and
yes.
I mean, and you guys are gonna decide if you like our music or not, you know. So we can't please all of them. We can't please all the people out there. You know, you know, there's bound to be somebody out there. You know, que no, no me gusta, whatever, which is fine. You
Hmm.
know, as you know, it comes with the territory. You know,
Yes.
but we got to stay humble. I've always been a humble person. Never envy anybody. You know, I've learned that when I first started in this business, not to be envidioso and all that stuff. So, you know,
Yes, and
so
you could tell, Mr.
you
Roy. I mean, it's
just
great.
stay humble, and be who you are, and love what you do. You know, and
Yes,
y échele ganas y cante con corazón. And that's what, I mean, I tell every artist. I mean, I'm a fan of everybody. I'm a fan of everybody. You know, if I
yes,
hear somebody, I always give them props. You know, and or musicians or whatever like that.
yes, yes, and
So and like I tell the my band members, we're not here to compete against each other, man. We're here to compete
yes,
against the people. We're here to, you know, ganarle a la gente, porque ellos son los que mandan en la verdad. You know, the
yes,
people are the ones who are gonna make you or break you. One of the
definitely,
two. One of the
definitely,
two. So always stay humble and be appreciative of the fans that they appreciate your music, even though they don't like your music or not. That's fine. We're all open for all comments, whether
yes,
they're good or bad. You know, it doesn't matter. It comes with the territory, and you got to stick with your guns. And you know, pero you know, we live with that because, like I
definitely,
said, it comes with the territory. And the people
yes,
who do appreciate your music and stuff like that, you know, I give you, you know, a big hug and send you a
yes,
big saludos and claps for appreciating what we do.
yes, definitely. Oh, ahorita saludos to Mr. TDK, como dice él. If they don't know who you are, they must not be very good Tejano fans. So, very,
Un saludo para ti, DK. Thank you,
very,
saluditos. Muchísimas
yes.
gracias.
We have
Gracias.
a lot of musicians logging in. Saludos, guys. Thank you guys so much. I love the support. I love it when we do podcasts or we do interviews with our artists and other Tejano artists jump on and say saludos. We love you guys. This and that.
Yes,
I love the unity. The unity is the best
exactly.
thing you can have. And saludos to all you guys out there, Miss Gigi, Joliel. Saludos, guys. I know.
Muchos saludos. I think they're from Chicago area. Saluditos, man. We used to go to Chicago back in the days too with Grupo Rodeo. Love Roel, Mari. Muchísimas gracias, Mari. Muchísimas gracias.
Yes.
Fuerte abrazo.
Yes, definitely. Como dice nuestro Roel, gracias para ustedes, los fans. de todo corazón. Sin ustedes no somos nada, and without the artists, we're nothing either. So it all
Exactly.
works
So
out together. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. So, Mr. Roy, I know you're going to be very, very busy, and you've had like all these songs and everything like that. So, from the music you would do back in the day to now, what have you felt like has changed within your rhythm or and within your music?
what is it? It's like anything else, you know. It comes at times when we have new groups coming up, and sometimes you got to do a little bit what they're doing and stuff like
Yes,
that. But you know, I tend to keep the most music that I've always recorded. And I started with back in Manny Guerra until now. It's totally different. You
mm-hmm,
know, it's more laid back. I'm more of a progressive music style of music.
mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean, music changes. You know, and it comes with with the territory. Like I said, you know, there comes a band, and we can't say it all sounds the same because I mean, it's the same beat. Cumbias are the same, polkas are the same. You know, you
Yes,
can have your accordion, you can have your keyboards, and in reality, you know, we can all sound the same because it's the same beat or anything. The only thing that's going to change is the voice.
yes,
You know, but you can't say, oh, that guy sounds some. Yeah, of course, if you have horn section or whatever you have, you know, you have your different sounds. So every band wants to develop their own style,
yes,
which is
definitely.
good because you can't copy somebody else. You
Yeah,
know, it's not. You know, the only thing that's gonna change is, you know, like I said, the guy who's singing up front.
yes,
But yeah, I mean, music evolves. You know, you get new sounds. You know,
yes,
you know. So yeah, and that's the beauty of it because you know, on one CD you can sound different than the other one, and you don't want to keep, you know, the same sounds all the time.
yeah,
So so what I tend to do is give a little bit of everything, and my these past CDs, I've, you know, I've got progressive, I got a little bit of regional mexicano, I've got little grupero, you know, so stuff like that. So we can, you know, have a little change on a variety of sounds or a variety of styles of songs.
yes.
You know,
So,
it's like this song that you're playing right now.
yeah,
You know, these guys are from Chile. The songwriters, they're two brothers from Chile, and they're real good songwriters. And these guys have written for a lot of big groups in Mexico, and
mhm,
they're Chilenos. You know, and you know, you can tell you know, by the wording, by the words. You know,
yeah.
so that needs to tell you that you have songwriters that are hearing you. What are you recording? And you know, and they give you an opportunity to record their songs, which is beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. I love when the artists, be able to write with other people from not just Texas, but from over the country and stuff.
Yeah.
It's great to have, and I love it. I love it because it brings the rhythm. Like, if say you go to Spain or whatever, and you get their rhythm, like, and then there's a lot of congas here, this and there.
Yeah. So and that's where you change a little bit your style because
Yes,
like these gentlemen that, you know, they come from Chile and they have tienen otras ideas, you know,
yes,
and but you can blend them to our culture, which is Tejano, which is
yes.
beautiful, you know. So you put a little bit of what they sent you, and then you put of what you've always been known for of recording cumbias with your accordion and all that, and put it together, and the result is beautiful because you have two, you know, two different, you know, styles of music that you're putting together, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
which is it was awesome. That's a beautiful song, no, Como te puedo recuperar. And like I said, they're Chilenos, they're from Chile, and they're no, when I heard the song, it was like, as a matter of fact, this song was gonna be given to Intocable.
Oh wow.
Yes, that song was originally gonna be for Intocable. And
Okay.
so the guy who pitched it to me had pitched it to Intocable. I guess they took so long for it. So when he told me, hey, why don't you record it? I said, you know what? I'll record it. It's a beautiful song.
Hmm.
So actually, when I finished the song, they had called the guy who pitched it to me. He goes, hey, can you send me that song from the guys from Chile? He goes, hey man, Roel already recorded it. Oh, are you serious? Pues sí, ya la grabó Roel. So
Yes. And you know what, Mr.
I mean, Intocable would have made it bigger, but you know,
Roy? To be honest, this song is really good. It fits you very well. It's your
Yeah,
style.
and it,
It's what you've done, and I mean, you kept it real. Like this song is so real and so awesome. I love it. I really love this.
and it's a challenge, because you're used to singing some of the way that we do in Tejano, and this
Hmm.
song was kind of, I was like, man, am I gonna pull this off? But you know, when you get into the song and you feel the song, that's the result you get. It's not just getting a song and recording and that's it.
Yeah,
That's not me. So and I can speak to any artist out there. If you're gonna record a song, you gotta feel the song, no matter
yes,
what. You got to
yes,
feel it and you got to sing it from the heart. It's just like, and if you're just singing it just to sing it and just to record anything, I don't think that's the right thing to do because,
no,
and I vouch for any artist out there who records. They got to feel the song and they got to feel that, that rhythm and feel the
yes,
song, what it means, what they're talking about, and you got to put your own feeling into it because every song, it's just you gotta fingir la voz and do this and do that and so you can give it that punch and make the people who are listening to it feel what you're singing.
yes, yes,
You know.
and like I said, with everything you've done and the rhythm that you have, I mean, you can't go wrong with a cumbia, right? Because
Yeah.
basically, that's what a lot of people like is the cumbia, right? So this song, I mean, just the lyrics itself,
Yeah.
just I mean, a lot of bands or a lot of artists always say, "Well, I recorded because I liked it, but I just recorded it."
Yeah.
Never do that because it's
Yeah.
never going to make you in the industry. Like
Yeah. No,
you
it's
gotta represent it the way you feel the song. So
well. You first of all you gotta feel the song, but then you gotta put yourself in the people's shoes. Are they gonna
mhm,
like it?
mhm,
So I mean, I grew up as a Tejano fan.
mhm,
So I mean, if I will go to a dance and if the group will say this is a brand new song, I hope you like it. And I mean I love to dance. So when I would hear that and I would hear a new song from an artist or a group that's saying that, this is a brand new song that's gonna be up in our new CD or whatever, our new record, I hope you like it. And they would start the song and it just wouldn't move me. I wouldn't get up and dance.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yes,
I put myself into as a fan. Is this gonna song make me want to get up and dance?
yes. And I
You
love that
know?
you do that. Not a lot of artists think that way. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like us too, like in our, I mean, podcast way. If we be like, oh, do we really like that flower? Is it catching
yeah,
anybody's eye? Like, there's always things that you guys gotta connect with the fans to be
yeah.
able to
And
feel.
and 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 that's one of them. And the other one is that you know is this song. There's songs that you can sit down and hear just sitting down and
Mhm.
just listen to that song
Yes.
because it making you think of somebody or something that happened through your life. And there's songs just like this one.
Hmm.
Aunque ya no estés aquí. And then that song, I hear it, and that's where my beautiful mother-in-law passed away.
Okay.
And I hear this song, and I just think of my mother-in-law. So there's, like I said, I mean, there's songs that you can just sit down and hear and enjoy them and reminisce on what they're talking about, and just remember the person that this song is reminding you of.
Yes. Yes. And
So there's different songs that you can do. Songs that you say, is this song gonna make you dance? Get up
right.
and make you dance. And then
Like,
there's a song that, you know what? I think this song can hit somebody. And this song is the one that hit the gentleman that was in the hospital, in his hospital bed, and he
yeah,
kept on hearing this song, and it made him kept on going. His spirits kept on going, make him smile. And this is one of those songs, Aunque ya no estés aquí. And it's, like I said, there's songs that can hit you just that you just want to sit down and listen to it.
enjoy
And
the
there's
lyrics.
and then there's a song that you say, I gotta open a beer. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
The party song, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
then there's a song that you say, hey, let's get up and dance.
Yes. So
So
you talking about those songs, Mr. Roel. I know you've done a lot. Which ones do you say? I mean, I know you said there's some type of connection to to all the songs you've done. But which one can you say this is my party song? This is me.
Well, I mean, everybody knows, you know, knows me when I was with Grupo Rodeo.
Hmm.
Um, and the song that's gonna be always gonna be the number one since I mean, personally, is Esta Vez from Grupo Rodeo. And that
Yeah.
song will never fade away. That song it never gets old. But that's one of the songs that will always be in one of my number one songs. But going back on my new CDs that I have is Papa, aunque ya no estés aquí. I mean, I personally love slow songs.
Yeah.
And there's another song that we have here on this on my CD entitled Más que ayer, and it's a slow song that this gentleman from Florida sent it to me, and it's just a beautiful song because it's you can use it in a wedding, you can use it as an anniversary,
Oh, okay.
so it's a beautiful song. Um, Trying to remember, I went blank. I just went blank on just talking about the songs, but
Yes. Like, there's
like I
this
said, I mean, there's
I'm sorry. There's a
go
song
ahead.
from Beto Ramon that he wrote, Rayitos de Luz.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah, that's a song that Beto Ramon gave me back in 1992. And
wow.
unfortunately, I didn't record it because back then, the record companies will tell you this is what you're going to record.
Yes.
This is what you're going to record. And so it just stayed there in my cassette until I found it.
Yeah.
Many, 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 many years ago. Uh, and I found the cassette. Give me my CD. Yeah. So I found the cassette with the song Rayito Luz. So that song, I remember when he gave it to me, he had barely written it.
Uh-huh.
So he had it just on his recording.
Oh, okay.
And so when I found the cassette, and I said, oh, it said Beto Ramon. So I started going through each song. And I said, no, this one already Jimmy Gonzalez recorded. This one Michael Salgado recorded. And this one, so the last song was that one, Rayito de Luz. And I said, oh my God, I haven't heard this one from nobody. So I went into YouTube, put the name of the song, and lo behold, nobody recorded it. So I got a hold of Beto and I told him, hey, I'm gonna record one of your songs. And he goes, what song is it? And I said, it's Rayito de Luz. And he goes, are you sure it's mine? And I said, yes. I have your cassette here. You gave me back in 1992. And it's a beautiful song. I mean, we did a video on that, and it got me an award on the Tejano Mundial, and of course, coming from a songwriter by that caliber and our culture of Tejano music, Beto Ramon, what can you say?
Yes. Yeah.
Anybody who turns a CD out, you give them a CD, and you see songwriter Beto Ramon, they're gonna play that song
Yes.
because
Yes.
everybody know who he is.
Yeah, and then I want to congratulate you because a lot of people might not know, but you were a Tejano Mill Rising Award winner as well.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, I mean, I was fortunate enough to get Mel Rising Star when I joined Grupo Rodeo,
Hmm.
and so I mean, what can you say? I mean, it's I've been blessed. I've been blessed.
Yes, definitely. And like all the music that's out there. I want to say saludos again, guys. I'm not ignoring y'all's message, but there's a lot of them coming in. So saludos to Melo Hernandez, a great Tejano artist out there. I
Oh,
put
Mr. Mello,
yes,
that's
Mr.
another upcoming artist, Mr. Mello Hernandez. He helps me out on keyboard, helps me out on backup
Yes,
vocals, on congas, on drums. You know, again, there's artists out there that are coming up. And you got to support. I know all the we always hear it all the time. Um, you go to a concert, you go to a festival, and todos siempre dicen lo mismo. Los mismos grupos, los mismos grupos, los mismos grupos. But then when you have a group that's coming up and to a dance, go support them.
yes.
Because we're not those groups that keep on playing all the time are no longer going to be here. Se van a acabar. You
So
know,
all that.
Unfortunately, we have people. Bobby Pulido just retired. Elida Reina just retired. You
Yes.
know, We lost Jimmy Gonzalez. We lost, a bunch of people already. So
Mhm.
we got new people that we need to continue supporting and and keep La Onda going.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys, I mean, if we can pay money for the big times, the ones we call big timers, we can spend 20, 30 bucks to go see our Tejano artists, you know? So the support goes a long ways, guys. It's not just showing up to events. It's about being at the buying merchandise, downloading the
Hmm.
music. I mean, all that goes a long way. So I really, really appreciate everybody that's always done that. Mr. Roel, I know you. Do you have any merchandise by any chance that you might be selling and have them at your
Yeah,
show?
we're getting actually the guys from I have these guys who work my social media, and they're from Monterrey.
Hmm.
Gerardo Mier,
Okay.
Mr. Joel Maguer, and they're I mean these guys who do my social media. I mean they run Intocable social media, so so I've got good people behind me that work every single day for me, and do a great job for me, and I can't ask for anything else than them. Saluditos para Gerardo, para Joe, para todos los que trabajan, a través, poniendo cosas mías en social media and all that stuff.
Yes, I
So
would.
esto es un trabajo que se toma tiempo, and some artists don't have time to be doing that. It takes, and I'm old school, so it's like they gotta tell me, hey, necesito que me mandes esto, necesito que me mandes esto, and I'm like, okay, I'll send it to you. Give me some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand that social media is a way to go through now.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And without that, your Facebook, your TikTok, and your Instagram, and all that stuff, and that's what keeps the artist going. And that's how they get to know you. If people don't know who you are, this is the way to do it.
Yes, yes, and like I said, the music industry. I'm pretty sure back in the day you had to go actual radio so you could talk on the mic and it could be your out or whatever.
Exactly.
Now what we have is this
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
This is
and you don't have to drive, your 400 miles and stuff. And we still do. I mean, I still do when I get new material out. I drive myself to the Valley or Victoria or wherever I need to go. Because there's not too many radio stations out there like we used to have before.
Mhm.
I mean, you can count them on your fingers, because I mean, no son muchas. That are big stations that still have their DJs all day or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
But now that we have this, like, podcast that we have, internet stations and stuff like that,
Mhm.
it's awesome because you can be anywhere. You can listen to any station you want, any
Yeah.
podcast you want, any interstation you want, and internet stations you want. So, and that's what I do. I mean, I have a bunch of them in my phone. For an hour I'll be listening to the one in the Valley, and for an hour I'll be listening to the one in Waco, and the one over here in Dallas and Fort Worth and stuff like that. So, and it's awesome because now you can do that.
Yeah.
Now, and like before, you had to be in that city to listen to that radio station.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So
I'm glad that the internet and all that is helpful because I know a lot of artists be like, "Yeah, but it takes money and to go out there, this and that." And
yeah,
I
no,
mean, right now, what is everybody? I mean, I know I do. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? You have your
uh
phone on your hand. So I'm so glad
exactly,
for this. If you miss a podcast or you miss something that's going on right now, whatever, you open your phone and there it is. So I love that. I love the support there is in the industry, especially when it comes to social media.
uh,
Great stuff that's put out there. And I mean, Mr. Royal, I know you're talking about the people and the team you have behind you. I want to say a shout out to AV Agency as well because I know they help you out a lot.
yes. We just joined the AV agency.
Uh-huh.
That's Mr. John, and also Bill Angelini, and if you have the flyer there, you can they can see all the artists that we have there. We have the Tex Maniacs, Asalto, Los Mascarados, Joe Posada, myself, Roel Martinez, and of course, the Macizo, Garcia brothers, yours truly, Roel Martinez. Shoot it. So let me talk a little bit about that now. If you
Yes,
don't know,
definitely.
so if you don't know who Shoot It is, this is the Grupo Rio, which was Emilio's band,
Hmm.
and they have a tribute, and they called me a while back, and said if I could help them out And I said, yes, I'll help you guys out. Emilio helped me out when I was first started.
Mm-hmm.
So he, got me under his wings for a while there, opening up for him, and just by looking at him, perform, and you know, I learned a lot from him, and he treated me really beautiful as a not only as an artist, but as a little brother to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he used to call me, carnalito, and so I learned a lot from him, and that's the reason I started helping these guys, because of Emilio. You know, and of course, I'm doing it as well because I mean that's Emilio's band members. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have Albert Casanova on drums. The original ones from there. Mr. Mark Martinez on keyboards.
Yes.
Um, Ray De Leon on accordion. Um, we have Carl De Leon on the guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and we have little Eddie Perez on bass. So basically, that was Emilio's band. And they were there for a lot of years with him. So when you hear that band shoot it, that is you're hearing Emilio's band, and without except without Emilio. But I'm trying to sing Emilio's songs to the best of my ability. Not that I
Mm-hmm.
want to hear not that I want to hear, sound like him or anything like that, because, I'm not, I have my own voice. But I mean, when I first started, they used to call me Ramilio because I used to sound like Emilio and Ram at the same time.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah,
good
they fit
voice.
me really good, and I love. I mean, I have a good time singing with the band.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of things planning for Shoot It.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and of course, it's like I told the guys, and hey, I'm still doing my stuff. So as long as we
Interfere.
don't, yeah, interfere with what we want to do together, we're gonna do awesome things. Because I'm still promoting my stuff. I'm still doing myself with Roy Martinez,
Yeah.
but I'm still promoting, Shoot It, because I mean I joined another family, and I call it family because I have my own family, which is my band, and then of course I joined these guys, and I treat everybody as a family. They're all brothers. You know, I know I'm the only one over here in Laredo, but I try my best to be to stay humble with everybody, and I think the guys already know that, and we have something really good, cooking up for Shoot It as well. So, and of
Yes.
course, my band, I can't say anything enough with the have my band members have been with me since I first started up again.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Miguel Ortega on keyboards. He started when I first started back in the day, and I got
Yeah.
him back to start playing with me. Gino on drums. He's be a drummer for Tony Tigre from Laredo.
Okay.
For a lot of years, and he's with me. And then I changed a lot of musicians. Not that I changed, but there's some other people that help other band members, other bands.
Yeah.
Um, so Melo is one of them. Mr. Miguel Hernandez as well.
Miguel. Saludos to
Miguel,
my
Miguel which is also one of my producers of my this past two CDs.
yes.
So Mr. Joe Almaguer on congas percussion, who started my social media,
Mm-hmm.
and all these guys, Gibby on accordion, who hasn't hasn't played with me in a while. Hay que hablarle. And of course, Albert, he's from Pearsall, Albert Valdez, and he's a bass player for Jay Perez right now. And
Yes.
whenever I have a gig, if Jay's not playing, he joins my band. He's one of my band members. When he's not playing with Jay, he's one of my band members. So Güero, he lives over here in Buda.
Oh,
Like yeah, so he's my new accordion player that's been helping me out. The other guy, Jacob, as well, another accordion player, and he's Elida's accordion player. She
yeah.
was, yeah. So when somebody can't make it, I have different guys that help me out.
Yes.
So hopefully it'll get to the point that I can stick with just one band. That's when we start getting rolling again.
Yes.
And the phone starts ringing, and and start getting busy. Well, you can't be changing, that much of a musician. But yeah, I've been blessed to have even Jason Martinez all the way from Odessa Millionaire, and he would come and help me all the way over here. So
Oh,
I've been blessed with Steve Cisneros, también a guitarrista. So I've been blessed with all these people that's been on board with me.
Yes, I
And
mean you have people all over from all over basically
yes,
that
and
helping.
that's and that's the beauty of it because we don't we I never burn bridges, and I don't
Mhm.
like to do that, because at the end of the day, there's sometimes that you're gonna need them and they're gonna need you or whatever. So it works vice versa. So I want to thank all the band members that have been on stage with me and who are on stage with me right now. So without them, I'm nobody. And I was try and treat my guys as the best of my ability at being professional and taking care of them. So
Yes,
because
yes.
without them, I mean, like I said, they make me sound good. I feed off of them, they feed off of me, and then I feed off of the people, and then it all works out together.
Yes, it sure does. So if you guys, we were talking about the shoot it. If you want to check him out, he's gonna be in February 27 out there, doing his thing with the shoot it guys. I know we put the flyer out. There it is. You guys can go check him out. Tribute to the and it's a tribute
Emilio,
of the
A
youth.
tribute to Emilio with Grupo Shoot It, which is Grupo Rio, and we'll be at Houston Rodeo, the Houston Rodeo this coming February 27th at the
Yes,
Big Bertha. We'll be headlining that one, so can't wait for that one. It should be a good one, and hopefully we'll see all the people out there.
yes,
And
and then again, you have other stuff coming up and opening up the year with on January 17th. You'll be out there, Longhorns out there in the Dallas area.
yeah,
Um,
we'll be alongside with Chente Barrera. There you go, Chente Barrera, a good friend of our good friend Chente. We're gonna start. We started talking. I said, hey, we need to start, getting together and collaborate and start playing together. I think, Chente has been in the music business for a lot of years. Drumming for Jay Perez, and then he started his own thing, and he's been at it for a lot of years already.
mhm.
And he's got beautiful music. He sings beautiful as well. So I think, and I told him we were talking. I said, hey, we need to start getting together, and I think me and you as a band, the band that we have in our music, I think it's a good combination to start playing, in violins or gloves or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna start doing that. Our first one will be this January 17th at Longhorn Ice House in Dallas with
yes.
Mr. Pancho Pistolas. Thank you. I want to thank Mr. Frank
Pancho,
Pancho
Pancho
Pistolas. And if you
Pistolas,
know who he is, he also has a podcast,
yes,
Pancho
yes,
Pistola Show. So
yes,
he's been at it for years and years and years. So we want to thank him for putting this show together. And then
yes,
in February the 1st to the 7th, we'll be at the Tejano in Paradise cruise. This is gonna be my second year that I've done it. I want to thank Mr. Al Duarte, Mr. Johnny Martinez for putting this together. And again, we'll be one of the artists that we're going to be playing there at the cruise, the Blue Agave Travel. Hopefully, if you didn't make it this time, you can make it next year. I know they're already getting reservations for next year. But
yes,
yeah, I mean, they're gonna have Len Bree, Joe Posada, Jaime de Anda, Chente, J.R. Gomez, Max Baca, myself, Roel Martinez, Johnny Martinez, Savannah Votion, Amanda Solis, and Bumper Gomez will be one of the hosts this year as well.
yes.
And of
And
course, the DJ Tejano man from Tristan
Hot
from Hot Tejano.
yes, sir.
So this is my second time I do this cruise, and it's gonna be this February, and then just coming back, I'll be playing here for the Señor Ensenada Internacional here for the LULAC Council number 12 in Laredo, and then the following week we'll be with Shoot It in Houston. So yeah, things are lining up,
Busy,
gracias a
busy.
Dios, and then I just recorded a tune for Grupo Rodeo as well. So
Ah,
Panchito from Grupo Rodeo is doing a project, and he's having different artists. I believe here the first single I think it came out maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago with one of the Jaime brothers, one of the
oh,
brothers that used to sing with them back in the day.
yes.
So he called me up and I said, yeah, let's do it. I recorded it's una ranchera.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. So hopefully you hear it when it's my turn to the next single for them. So yeah,
Yes,
so I'm working on my project as well. Getting songs already, in line to work on my new CD. And I think we're gonna do something with Shoot It as well. So we're working on something with Shoot It as well. We're getting ideas to put out something with the Grupo Shoot It as well. So It's
Yes,
gonna be
yes.
it's gonna be a busy year. It's gonna be a busy year. Hopefully it's gonna be a better year for us. For my on my behalf of Royal, and of course with Grupo Shoot It, and if something comes up with Grupo Rodeo, they want to do a reunion. Let's do it. It's all all of fun to do that. And so
Yes. I
hopefully
think
2026 will be a good year for everybody as well, not only for me but for everybody.
yes, I think I just saw somebody got together. Grupo Stampede. They brought one of the originals back, and
Yes,
they're gonna
Alex. Yeah, he's gonna be
Alex.
helping them
Yes,
out in shows, and
yes.
he was the first singer for Grupo Stampede, and I've seen that they're gonna be doing some shows together, which is awesome.
Hmm.
He kind of retired a little bit on for La Onda, but I think he's coming back. I don't know if he's gonna be full time or not, but I know he's gonna be doing some shows with Stampede, which is a good thing because they've always had good music.
Yes, yes, and to the promoters that are out there, guys, reach out to his booking agency, AV agency. There's other bands on there as well. I mean, you can't go wrong with Mr. Roel. I saw Mr. Roel at the Lucky Eagle Casino in Eagle Pass, and I'm telling you guys, would not be disappointed. I didn't even know. I was all like, I had a friend tell me, I was like, man, who's that? And then they're like, the guy from Rodeo, or they asked me, do you know Rodeo? And I'm like, of course not. How can I not remember? And then I went out there and I was all like, oh, it's Roel Martinez. And I couldn't make, a connection until I saw it. I was like, oh, yeah, that's the guy from Rodeo, from
Yeah,
back in
that's
the day.
and that's what I usually get. They're like they hear when they hear me live and I sing Esta Vez or Amor Apasionado, like,
Yes.
hey, that's the guy from Rodeo. Like, yeah, that's me now. Now it's Roel Martinez. So, get into your head. No, well, follow us on social media. Download our music, Spotify, iTunes, or go to YouTube and listen to our music. So, but
Yes.
yeah, we're on all digital platforms, and yes, we are gonna be doing a link to get um to get merchandise. Shirts and koozies and whatnot. And everywhere I go, we always tend to do give away stuff. And my wife's always putting stuff for me. My wife Roxanne's always, hey, where are you gonna play? We're gonna okay, well, we gotta do this and we gotta do this. You gotta give this away. So we always tend to give away a lot of stuff. We even do little birthdays for, we get little cakes and and take maybe 4 or 5 cakes. 'Cause there's always somebody bound to have a birthday. So and I tend to do that. I don't know if you were there at Kickapoo because I did that. I know in Kickapoo this last time. I had like maybe 4 or 5 people celebrating their birthdays, and I got them up to the stage. I got everybody their little cake, put the little candle in there.
Ándale.
I lit up the candle and I sang happy birthday to all of them, and
That's really
just
special.
just the response of their faces. Oh my God, thank you so much. You just made my night. Little things like that. People
That goes a
appreciate that.
long ways. Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and every performance where I go, I always tend to give something away. I mean, I always give something away, whatever it is, if it's coasters or little, koozies or towels or anything like that. People
Mhm.
like that, and I just want to have something. They're already paying to go see you, so I want to have, I want for them to have, to take something home for me. So it's
Yes.
a little appreciation that I give to everybody. I know I sometimes I can't give everybody each, something, you know, but I always
Little,
tend to
little always goes a long ways, anyways.
exactly. And so I mean, and I tend to I've always been like this. I'm a performer that I like to have fun. And when I see people that are having fun, I go up to their table and sing at their table, and then we have another one. Come over here, and I go and sing their table. And you
The
don't see that
interaction with the
you don't see
fans.
that much.
Yes.
Yeah, the reaction of them, and just seeing the reaction, they're singing with you and having a good time, and and that's what I love to do. I mean, I just have I love to have a good time. I love for the people to have a good time because they've been working all week, Monday to Friday. They deserve to have fun, and
Yeah.
it's our job. And it's our job to keep them, to keep them, just have a good time. That's our job.
Yes, definitely entertaining through the night.
Exactly, entertain them. Yeah.
Yes, so Mr. Roel, I know that I was reading a little bit about you, and just to kind of refresh me a little bit. But you know what? I already knew a little more about you than what I had read. So just seeing like you had a label. Do you still have the label?
Um, I have a label on this past new one. It's Colibri. They're from Mexico. It's a
Okay.
gentleman from the DF, actually, from Mexico City. And my latest CD, which is called entitled Más que Ayer, it is under Colibri Music, Colibri Records, which is based out of Mexico DF. On this one that I'm gonna be working on it. I don't know what label I'm gonna be using. So I'm gonna hunt for a label. So I'm talking to these people from Mexico as well, from Monterrey. Uni Music, maybe we can get to partner up together. So we're in the talks already
Okay.
for to use their label as Unimix. I know they have David Olivares, they have Juan P. Moreno, they have Destiny, I believe, Navaira. So
Okay.
we're in the works on that. You know, we can, put whatever music that we're gonna get and we just put it on their label. And when I talked to him not too long ago, I told him maybe you can. And the guys off the bat, he goes, "Man, but you already put in good music, man. You don't need us, you know. You
Yeah.
man, you got good music. Actually, you don't need us, man." Digo, no lo necesitas, tienes buena música. Los que te están haciendo trabajo están haciendo un buen trabajo, and
See.
my latest CD, Más que Ayer. We have Miguel Hernandez, and of course, I had the honor and getting Mr. Juan Trevino from Juan Trevino as well. So that was just awesome by itself because he's an awesome songwriter and an awesome artist as well. He sings beautiful, and we got to collaborate in one of the songs that he wrote. You know,
Yes.
so that was fun itself. So El último capítulo was a song that he wrote, and
Wow.
he collaborated that song with me as well.
That's awesome. I mean, you have great musicians on board, Mr.
Yeah,
Roel. And then to have Juan Trevino, Miguel Hernandez, very well known in the industry. I mean, if you don't know who these guys are, guys, you guys are working with the wrong people. I'm telling you right now.
yeah.
So,
I mean, there's. I mean, Aaron Hotters, does my mastering. He does my recordings and my drums and all. So I've been fortunate to have all these people work with me,
mm-hmm.
and you're not just talking any musician. I mean, you're talking about these guys have years of being musicians and studio musicians and awesome musicians.
Yes.
So I've had the pleasure and recording with all these people and helping me out, and it's not easy. It takes money, it takes time to
Mm-hmm.
record and to have something really good. You're just not gonna record and put something out there just so you can have music out there.
Yes.
I'm really picky. And you have to be picky because I mean, you know, you have to sound good. The mixing has to sound good. Everybody all around, everybody has to be 100%, you know, on top of it of what we're doing. So, and that's what we always do. And I believe my music speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
The talent that I have behind me, it's awesome. They're awesome musicians, and
Mm-hmm.
I tend to keep on doing that. Hopefully we do something with Shooter as well. I mean, those guys are awesome musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And we do something with Shooter. Be on the lookout. If you hear our name, Shoot It or Roel Martinez near me, hey, come check us out. I'll tell you one thing: we will not disappoint.
Yes. I might not see the shooting show yet, but I know Mr. Robert Martinez never disappoints. So,
Thank you
uh,
so much.
yes.
But yeah,
And
that's my motto. I tell everybody, just give me a chance.
yes.
And there's people out there that I still haven't, that I haven't gone to their areas, and they always tell me, when are you gonna come to the valley? When are you gonna come over here? And I say, well, I mean, I've
Talk to your
tried.
promoters. Talk to your people out there.
Exactly, and that's what I tell them. Hey, talk to your promoters. That's the only thing. I mean, you're gonna help me out by telling these promoters to bring myself over there, bring Roy Martinez over here, bring Grupo Shoot It over here.
Yeah.
So it's up to the promoters. And sometimes these promoters, I mean, they tell you, no, it's what the people want. Well, yeah, the people want different people, man. Come on, give us a
Yeah.
chance.
Yes.
But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully, if we keep on making noise like
Mhm.
the way I'm doing on social media and putting all this, That's the only way these guys are gonna say in. We got to bring these guys back. We got to bring these guys over here. But
Yes.
we need the support of the people as well.
Yes.
We need the support of the people because I mean, if you go play to a new place and we have 10 people or 20 people go, the promoters aren't gonna say what I can't lose money or whatever so they're not gonna bring you back. So the only response I have for that is support new talent, man. Support new artists out there. And that's the only way we're gonna keep on going.
Mhm.
And we go play and we the behind the scenes is it's not easy.
Yeah, no, it's
It's
not.
not easy maintaining the band together and hacer los gastos and renting this and renting that and paying the musicians and sometimes going back home with nothing. But that's no problem. That's what we do because we love it. And when we the behind the scenes is it's not easy. Everybody thinks, oh, these guys are making money. It's not all about the money.
No.
It's about getting the response of people going to see you. That's what it is, and that's what I'm doing. I mean, it's no estoy aquí para hacerme rico,
No.
you know. Yo estoy aquí para que la gente oiga mi música y les guste la música y los vengan a escuchar donde vamos a tocar. Que venga
Yes.
la gente y escuche la música. Hey, mira, que se vayan and the response is, man, these guys put a hell of a show.
Yes.
That's the response that I want to be. But I need you guys help. I need you guys help as well. You know, we go play your city. You know,
Push
give us
it.
a chance. Give us a chance to hear us out. If you don't like it, don't come to the next show. Simple as that. But at least give us a chance to hear us out.
Yes.
And enjoy our music.
Yes, and to everybody that's listening, you guys, this is the only way you'll get new bands coming to your area. I know everybody's so always saying, "Oh, well, you stick with the same ones." Yeah, but if you guys don't put the word out of these other bands and get them noticed or like
You know.
try to bring them to your area, how are we gonna move away from whatever we are so accustomed to doing and bringing and stuff like that? It's really
Yeah.
up to us. Even us as DJs or podcasters, we gotta keep pushing these type of
Mhm.
people in our areas and letting them make some noise and
And that's the difference between you guys and the big stations that are still out there. You
hmm
know, they keep on pushing the same old 1990 music.
hmm
1990. Where are the new artists, man? Where's Roel
hmm
Martinez? Where's Miguel Hernandez? Where's this guy? Where's this band? You know,
so much
they
talent out there and they just
yeah,
don't get to
and that's the difference between you guys and those guys. You
hmm
guys play the new music, the new artists that are coming out. And the people that you have listening to. Oh, yeah, who's that singing? Even myself. I mean, there's times that we're on the road and I have Hot Tejano or have another station from the valley, and I'm like, who the heck is that? And I was like, man, this sounds good. I don't
yeah,
hear it on the radio station, the regular radio station. I
yeah.
hear it from internet stations and I hear a new artist and like, man, who's that artist? He sounds really good,
Yes, I
you
get
know?
that all the time on my messenger. They're like, "Hey, who played at this time?" And then I start like
Exactly.
browsing back, and I'm like, "Oh, this person played." They're like, "Wow, I've never heard this
You see,
song."
and that's the difference between you guys and the radio stations that we still have.
Yes,
Yeah, they'll play a new artist, but they don't play all those bands that are out there.
yes,
And not only that, but there's a lot of bands out there that get out music, but
yes,
they don't put a band together.
mhm,
That's another issue también.
yes,
There's bands out there that or artists out there that you know who's this? Oh, they have brand new music out there, but you have to and grind it out there and know what it is, how to run this as a musician and getting a band together and knowing what to pay and how to pay and what your expenses are that you have to and a
yes,
lot of guys, a lot of artists out there don't want to deal with that because they don't want to take losses or whatever. But
yeah,
if you don't do that, you're not gonna get anywhere as well.
yeah,
And it's hard. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. I love to do what I love to do,
mhm,
and I love to go play, and I don't mind. I don't care if I don't come back with money. That's fine, as long
mhm,
as I pay my guys. We'll keep on. My priority has always been my band members.
yeah,
I gotta pay them. Like I said, because without them, I'm nobody. So, but yeah, I mean, it's hard. The business is hard, but as long as you keep on adding it and keep grinding and don't give up, I've got to a point that, my wife is always getting, mad at me because I'm always, I've always been negative. I've always been a negative person. I don't know why, you know, but, but that's, I've been like that because of all the negativity that's happened to me,
Oh yeah.
all those up and downs that I'm going to help you. I'm going to push you. And they get my hopes up high. And then at the end of the day, they don't answer me. And that's what, you know, and it's a
Yeah.
turn off, but it comes with the territory again, you
Yes.
know.
Yes. And Mr. Royal, I mean, I say this to all our artists that come by here. We hear a lot of things the same in some of the stations, but our station here, we always try to broadcast our new artists because, man, some of these artists, they're amazing, and I'm like, man,
Hmm.
what's going on? Like, I mean, to be honest, in our area, in our station, we don't have somebody you go through, then they get approved, and then they get played. We kind of play everybody, to be honest.
Exactly.
And I mean, I know there's some stations that they have to because of some whatever rights or whatever they have to go through. But
Yeah.
man, we're the only ones hurting our industry
Yeah.
because if we don't showcase these people, well, then how do you expect the industry to grow? So
And unfortunately, the only time all these bands that we never hear, the only time they can out, shine when it's fanfare,
yes,
unfortunately.
yes, so
Because every year, and I say this all the time, where that's the only time they shine, fanfare. All these, we have over 200 bands playing for free or whatever, and all these. That's the only time they shine, because after fanfare, you don't see them ever again.
yeah, and
Why? Because they don't give them a chance.
yeah, it's so
Hey, put them up with a big band. Let them open up for them. Let them, But
yeah,
unfortunately, yeah, it's without beyond my control of that. So.
definitely, definitely. How so, Mr. Noel? I know we might get a little bit off the subject and stuff like that, but well, how do you feel about certain of these new artists opening up for bands that are like established or you're like yourself and stuff? I
Hmm.
just seen something I came across and they're like, man, I don't understand why these big artists always make a big deal about these artists trying to open up for them. How do you feel about that when sometimes you hear or read that?
Well, I mean, back in the day, that's the way it was.
Hmm.
That's the way it was. I mean, there were bands out there that would, get this band or this artist under their wings and open up for them. Como quien dice padrino, like they
Yeah,
that would, like they say. And you don't see that anymore. You don't see that anymore because why? I don't know. Maybe they just want to, take all the money back home. I don't know. And then, but yeah, I mean you don't see that anymore.
yeah,
But I'm one of them. I mean, I don't mind opening it for anybody. It
mhm,
just I just need for them to give me a chance.
yes,
And and when I say that, and I'm talking to bands or artists out there,
yes,
it's 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 not just about playing, man. If you want to put a band together, you got to put a band together that's going to be solid.
hmm,
You can't, and sometimes you hear it. I mean, and sometimes you hear these bands like, hey, what are they doing? But if you want to put something together, if you want to put a project together as an artist, solo artist, or as a group, you know, you got to put something solid, man, because that's the only way they're gonna give you a chance. You got to
yes,
sound good. If you record something, you got to sound the way the way sound in the CD. You better sound like that live.
yes. And I
Because
know there's a lot of tricks on there's a lot of tricks you can do and a lot of
yeah, I
things,
mean,
tunes
a
and
lot of people use tracks or whatever, and that, but it's not easy, getting a good solid band together and sounding like the way you sound on the CD.
yes,
And that's one thing that hurts a lot of bands and a lot of artists. They go to see them and they're like, hey, that guy didn't sound like the CD, you know.
very
But
true.
so I mean, if you're gonna put something together, you gotta put something together good. Make
Yeah,
make yourself sound good, and say, you know what, these guys sound really good.
yes,
But if you're gonna put a project together, hey, get you band, practice a lot, and make you better sound good. Because I
Yeah,
mean, either they're not gonna do it, they're not gonna help you if you don't sound good, man. So a lot of bands, that's what they're missing. They just think I'm just gonna play. That's it. No,
yeah,
man. You gotta sound good.
yes,
You
yes.
gotta be solid.
To our new artists out there, you're hearing the good wise words from a legend. Mr. Roy's been in the game, and I mean, he doesn't have to be on billboards, or doesn't have to do this, and that.
Yeah,
Music speaks for itself, and he's
exactly.
in the game, and he's still being in the game, and you know, this is a learning process for a lot of our new artists, and I
No,
know a lot of them say, oh well, they keep saying we got to pay our ways. Well, it's not about paying the ways, guys. It's just putting a little bit more effort on your work. That's all it is.
exactly,
So
exactly.
I mean, to all our new
It's like
artists,
yeah,
established artists, it's awesome that we get to hear people like you to give feedbacks.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's a new year, 2026. All you artists out there that are coming up, hey, get your act together, put it solid, man, and rock it, man. Rock it for 2026, man.
Yes, great advice and all that stuff. Again, to everybody that's tuning in, saludos, guys. Like I said, you guys could be doing something else, but you're here tuning in to us with Mr. Roel Martinez. Go check him out. He has a great year coming up. So much events coming up. We mentioned the Longhorn event that he's gonna have on
Hmm.
January 17, February 27, and then on February 1st to the 7th, he'll be out there at the Tejanos in Paradise. If you haven't done so, if there's still openings to that, go make contact. Get yourself a cabana or whatever they call it, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Um,
Yeah, and if you need anything, any festivals, any church festivals, whatever, quinceañeras, weddings, whatever it is, there's our flyer there. Look us up on AV Agency, and there's a bunch of artists there that you can hook up with. So yeah, well, Mr. John, and of course Bill, but so there's our flyer right there. So
yes,
any event that you have, we're willing to play for you guys and entertain you guys.
yes, guys. And like we tell every artist that comes by here, whatever we can do to help you guys out as well, and making connections and stuff like that. We're here to help you guys. We're not here to, oh, como dijo Mr. Roel, no estamos aquí para ser los ricos. Neither are
Exactly.
we. Neither are we. We're here to help la onda, the industry, our cultura. Por eso estamos aquí. I mean,
Yeah,
I love
we're here
music.
to keep it. We're just here to keep it going. We're just here to
Yes,
keep it going, and it's Tejano's not like it used to be before, man. And how I miss those back in the '90s and early '90s, '80s, and it's still there, but it's not like it used to.
yes,
But we got to keep it going. Our new generations coming up, pass it to our generations, you know.
yes,
So, but we need you guys' help, like you guys everything that you do for us in general, not myself, but to every artist that you have here.
yes.
We appreciate what you do. Y les mando un fuerte abrazo de
Thank you,
parte de
thank
Roy
you.
Martínez.
Yes. And again, thank you to everybody. Hopefully, we'll get to see you, Mr. Roel. We'll be out there at Fanfare and hopefully joining as well. We'll be out there with Mr. Vic at the gala out there in San Antonio during the Fanfare events. So, again, Mr. Roel, I really love this interview. I am so happy I was able to get you, and I'm glad
Thank you.
to end my 2025 here with Sirius Tejano with Mr. Roel Martinez. To everybody that tuned in, thank you guys so much. Like I said, you guys could be somewhere else, but you're here with us today. I hope you enjoyed this interview. If you did, and you want your friends to know, go share it. Go tell them they can
Thank
see
you.
it again. We are on YouTube too. You can rewind it, replay it, whatever
Awesome.
you want to do. Um, you, like I said, if you guys need help or anything like that, to contact some of these bands and stuff like that, we're here to help you guys. We'll try to lead you to the right people. Again, Mr. Roel, you
Well, it
have a
was an honor. It was an honor for you having me here, and not only that, but it was an honor that I'm closing 2025 with me. So, thank you so
yes,
much for having me. And again, de parte de Roy Martinez, de parte del Grupo Shoot It. We want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hopefully, 2026 brings you blessings and all your wishes come true. And I wish you all the best. And if you hear our name, come check us out to have a good time. But once again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
yes. Again, guys, I want to wish you guys a beautiful Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. To all our friends and family, you guys be careful. You know, I know around this time a lot of things happen. I know our family just got hit. That's the reason I was kind of, I don't know if I was late, but I was at a viewing tomorrow. We finally
Oh,
put him to rest. We put her
my
to rest.
condolences. My condolences.
Thank you so much to everybody that's helped out and stuff. Thank you guys so much. From Sirius Tejano, from our casa to your casa, we in 2025 here with this beautiful man right here, Mr.
Thank you.
Martinez. To everybody, to our Tejanos and our artists, thank you guys so much for trusting Sirius Tejano to be at your home and be with you and showcasing you. Again, to my boss, Joe Rivas, thank you for making this boss man. I really appreciate you and we love you. And all there is for 2026 is
There you
growth.
go.
So,
Yes.
you
Yes.
guys have a beautiful evening. Ojalá que se la
Thank you so
pasen bien.
much.
Muchas
Thank you so much.
bendiciones, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.
Fuerte abrazo para todos.